What I did in that 3 hours, why my life is completely transformed purely for that morning routine. Believe it or not, guys, it's unbelievable. It's so powerful. Hi there, it's Dilara, your life and relationship coach. This week's topic is about morning routine, and I'm going to share with you guys my own morning routine. It's super important for me, and I'll explain that the whole concept behind of it and why it's so important to have a morning routine. What I would say, my morning routine is actually what keeps me sane, if you like, and what helps me to be so structured and so productive in so many aspects. If I don't follow through my daily routine, especially morning routine, that I have no idea where my days goes to, and by the end of the evening, I just like, I don't know what today was like, nothing is done. And this, if you're my client, you would know that anyone works with me, you straight away, we work on the daily routine. Morning routine, evening routine is so important. And why is that? Because if you actually look at the habits of highly successful people, one of the things in common, which is we all have access to, is they have very structured morning routine and they follow it religiously, because that's why it helps them keep going. So when I attended UPW, Unleash the Power Within in 2015, one of the things that Tony Robbins introduced us was all about the morning routine. And I'm telling you guys, I did do it religiously 18 months, and I'll share it with you how that 18 months my morning routine was, and then how it's like in between what I experienced when I have a bit of a break. What I did at that time in 2015, where I was working full-time still, what I did, I put my alarm clock actually 4 a.m. So I would be at bed by 10 o'clock, so fast asleep about 10:30 the latest. And every day I used to wake up 4 a.m. The time that I used to leave at home, it would be about 7:30 or 7 o'clock. So that with that, I would have about 3 hours. And what I did in that 3 hours, why my life is completely transformed purely for that morning routine. Believe it or not, guys, it's unbelievable. It's so powerful. So the first thing I used to do, it's a priming. If you go to YouTube and just put Tony Robbins priming, you'll see it. It's a breath exercise. So the key is that you start to think about 3 things you're grateful for. For me, for example, every morning, my top of my gratitude list is my mom. So I always I'm so grateful that my mom is still with me, she's healthy and she's happy. So that's always been on top of my list. And the second one could be, I'm so grateful that I have great friends who care about me. And the third one, the small one, could be that I'm so grateful for the fact that I'm just sleeping in a newly changed and ironed bedsheet. I love my bedsheets ironed. So it could be something small. So it could be even smaller than that. It could be that I'm so grateful that the birds are singing. So with that, what we're doing is that when we wake up, that we put our mind, like our head, the states, the energy straight away focus on the gratitude. Because the morning time, it's not that many people's favorite time, especially if you have a full-time job to go to and if you're not a big fan of the job that we're doing. So that straight away puts us in a gratitude mood. And then we start to think about the things that what we want to achieve on the day. So literally in the meditative state, and we actually creating the day in our head, like how is that going to look like? Because when we create it, that's where, like in our head first, we create the reality. So it could be that what I wanted for today, it could be like I'm going to go to the gym, or I'm going to make sure that I go to my friend's birthday and I'm just going to show up, or I'm just going to finish this project. So it's just something that you do that. And after that, for that gratitude, which is so beautiful for me that I end up with tears every time, still till today. And the next thing for me, that time would be go to the gym. And you don't have to go to the gym. You can actually do some stretches, you can do some yoga, you can do some home exercise, something. So basically just move your body. So then your body actually wakes up at the same time, because your mind woke up. Obviously breath work help you to wake your body, but in the same time that when you move your body, like exercise, that's going to wake your body up in the same time. Then I used to have my green juice put everything and just give a lot of energy. And then I used to listen and motivational talk. Something inspire me. It depends, for example, if it's really heavy and gloomy day that I know that I'm gonna go to work for someone else, so I'm gonna get into the tube, so maybe I'm not feeling great, but then I would listen someone like Les Brown and or like Jim Rohn, but just do it your own way, whoever inspires you. So then it kind of really sets your mind to the day. And the next thing I used to do, read. So at least 30, 50 page, whatever, or just put it in an audiobook, just listen to it while maybe you're preparing your lunch or maybe you're preparing your breakfast. So the beautiful thing is, like, I used to wake up 4, so I used to do all that. By the time I leave my flat about 7 o'clock, and that actually 3 hours, while everybody roll out of the bed and jumping in the tube, I'll be wide awake. I'm so clear. I'm in a different place. I'm almost ahead of it. For example, Sir Richard Branson, what he says that the reason he wakes up really early because he feels like the minute that he wakes up really early, he's already ahead of so many people. He's all ahead of the day. So it's all about the structuring and taking charge of the day, so we don't just roll out of the day and then we don't know how the day brings. And also the amazing thing with this morning routine, what it does when you do consistently, and let's say something terrible happened one day, something very stressful at work or somebody really stressful in your personal life, your mindset, your spirit going to be so strong because you prepare for that. You're not gonna go to the place of really heavy depression or not to know how to cope with it or experience anxiety. So that's why these morning routines is so important, because it really gives you so much energy and power. It's something that is very underestimated by many people, and it's very easy to achieve. I'll tell you one thing, when I stopped following my morning routine, where went to bed about 2 a.m., 3 a.m., whatever, and just woke up 7, 8 a.m., didn't do my morning routine, didn't do my exercise, didn't my juicing. I tell you guys, it actually affected my mental health a lot. It affected my mental resilience, and there was a lot of things was going on, and I didn't have the mental strength to be able to deal with it because I wasn't prepared myself. I had nothing to fall back into. So right now, what I do, the first thing that again, I do my journal, and I do the 5 minutes journal. So when we write things is actually as a neurological way that it's so much more impactful, that not just when we think about it, we do it. And I do my meditation still, like priming with Tony Robbins, because I tap into that gratitude. Because if I'm being really honest with you, for me, gratitude is actually saved my life. So the key is actually with all this is, if you don't do anything, make sure you do the gratitude. And you can do gratitude like anytime, everywhere. Just do it before you go to bed as well. And then I do my meditation. I do listen something to motivate me, to inspire me, and I do my reading as well. These are the keys, and I can, for one, promise you the results of it, because I did it 18 months every day. I've seen how my life has changed, and I stopped doing it for a while. Then I've seen how my life has changed, that I didn't have, like I said, that mental resilience to be able to deal with the challenges was coming into my life. And I'm doing it now, and I really do feel that huge difference. So if you take anything from my videos, I really do hope that this would be one of them, because I recommend it to everybody. And like I said, there's a reason that the top performers or the most successful people in the world, not just in society's eyes, but genuinely very successful people in the world, they all have a morning routine. And if you actually stick to yourself, if you just set a goal by the end of this video and say, okay, for the next 30 days, instead of waking up 7, I'm going to wake up 6 a.m. and what I'm going to do gratitude. Either get a 5 minutes journal, the priming exercise, or just get a pen and paper, write things that you're grateful for, just do like 10 minutes meditation, do some reading, just something to feed your mind, feeds your soul, but definitely like on your mind as well. Work on the mindset, so then you have that strength during the day, whatever the life might bring. And then have a juice, something healthy, and then by the end of the 30 days, you're going to see the difference. Let me know or if you actually choose to practice, or if you have a different morning routine, comment below. I would love to hear from you. I hope this video was helpful. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you click the subscribe button and also you click the notification button. I'm releasing brand new video every Tuesday. I'll see you in the next one.